Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of History at War. In today's gripping exploration, we delve into the captivating story of the 17th SS Panzer Division, a formidable force that left its mark on the Western Front. Join us as we uncover the remarkable tale of this division, its formation, and the dramatic battles it faced. Through riveting accounts and historical analysis, we'll take you right into the heart of the action as the 17th SS Division fought against the Allied forces in the epic Battle of Normandy. From the strategic defense of key road intersections to the intense clashes that shaped the course of the war, we'll witness the division's combat on the Western Front. The 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division, formed in Poitiers, France, in October 1943, differed from earlier SS divisions as it primarily consisted of conscripts rather than volunteers. These conscripts included young men from the 1926 age group, as well as older individuals from non-essential industries or the Allgemeine SS. Alongside these recruits, the division also included many Volksdeutsche, which refers to ethnic Germans from outside of Germany. Consequently, the division had a significant number of Romanians, as well as some French, Czechoslovakians, and even 500 Italian soldiers who volunteered to serve in German units in France, inspired by their military chaplain. The 17th SS Division did not appear to receive a high priority for experienced personnel, as most of its members were drawn from replacement units, fresh out of training schools, or recently recovered from injuries in hospitals. In November 1943, SS Oberfuhrer Werner Ostendorf was appointed as the division's commander. After completing their training in March 1944, the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division underwent significant developments. On November 26, 1943, as we stated, Werner Ostendorf was promoted to SS Brigadeführer and given command of the division named Gotz von Berlichingen. However, he did not arrive at the divisional headquarters until early January. By April 10, 1944, the division was officially declared combat ready, marking the occasion with a celebration attended by high-ranking officials like Heinrich Himmler. It remained stationed in the Toul area, where it had been established, and subsequently became part of the German 18th Army Corps. As the Allies conducted the Normandy landings on June 6, 1944, the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division was transferred to the front in Normandy. Arriving on June 10th, the division wasted no time and engaged in battle with the Allies the following day, as the intensity of the conflict escalated. The 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division held an interesting title, Gotz von Berlichingen. This name was inspired by a 16th-century knight and mercenary known for his prosthetic iron hand, replacing the one he lost during the siege of Landshut. The division adopted the Iron Fist as its coat of arms, paying homage to Gotz von Berlichingen. Gotz von Berlichingen gained further prominence through the works of writer and poet Goethe, who featured him as the hero in a play. In this play, Gotz von Berlichingen famously responded to an imperial envoy's demand to surrender the besieged fortress by uttering a profane line now known as the Swabian salute. Kann mich im Arsche lecken, translated as kiss my ass. This defiant response became renowned, much like Macaulay's nuts at Bastogne or Cambronne's merde at Waterloo in similar circumstances. The quote quickly gained fame, even inspiring Mozart to compose a canon about it. In 1944, members of the 17th SS Division humorously referred to their unit as the Kuss meinen Arsche Division, Kiss My Ass Division, a playful nod to the famous line associated with Gotz von Berlichingen. On June 7th, the day after the Normandy landing, the 17th SS Division received orders to move to Normandy. However, due to a lack of transportation and enemy air superiority, the division's deployment was fragmented. Some battalions did not arrive until late June and even mid-July. The division was initially directed to the base of the Cotentin Peninsula, with the objective of preventing the expansion of the American beachhead. On June 10th, the division's vanguard encountered isolated paratroopers from the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions. As they advanced, the division aimed to reach Carentan, which had already been seized by American forces. From June 9th to 12th, a fierce battle raged in Carentan, a crucial crossroad and strategic point over the Duvet River. Paratroopers from both sides, the 101st Airborne and the 6th Fallschirmjäger, engaged in bitter combat for control of the city. By June 12th, the 6th Fallschirmjäger had been pushed back outside of Carentan, just as the vanguard of the 17th SS Division arrived to lend support. In a decisive move, the available forces from both units were consolidated into a formidable Kampfgruppe, battle group. As dawn broke the next day, this combined force launched a powerful counterattack. Caught off guard, the American troops, who were themselves preparing for an assault, found themselves in a precarious position. Under relentless pressure, two flank companies crumbled and withdrew without order, leaving only one unit standing in the path of the resolute German SS and paratroopers. The 17th SS Division played a significant role in the intense combat for Carentan. Joining forces with the 6th Fallschirmjäger, they fought fiercely to retake the city. Despite the odds, the 17th SS Division showed determination in brutal close-quarter combat against well-entrenched American paratroopers. Their coordinated efforts posed a formidable challenge, but the arrival of the 2nd Armored Division's tanks turned the tide, forcing the German units, including the 17th SS Division, to retreat. Their struggle in Carentan demonstrated their fierce determination alongside other German units in the fight for this crucial stronghold. It was the renowned Easy Company from the 506th PIR, holding its ground against the overwhelming German assault. Their heroic stand lasted until the cavalry arrived in the form of freshly landed Sherman tanks from the 2nd Armored Division. This pivotal moment, known as the Battle of Bloody Gulch, has been immortalized in the acclaimed book and TV series, Band of Brothers. After their devastating defeat at Carentan, the 17th SS Division fought tenaciously in the treacherous bocage terrain, attempting to halt the American advance towards Saint-Lô. Forming battle-hardened groups, they fiercely contested each hedgerow and launched ferocious counterattacks. The deafening cacophony of artillery and gunfire echoed through the countryside as they defended their positions. Despite their determination, the toll was heavy. The division's valiant efforts prevented the capture of Saint-Lô, but they suffered significant losses in men and equipment. Their hardships continued as they found themselves in the path of Operation Cobra. Refusing to yield, they held their ground amidst the devastation, displaying resolve. Cornered near Coutances, the division boldly attempted a breakout, battling through encircling enemy forces at great cost. Reduced to an infantry Kampfgruppe attached to the 2nd SS Panzer Division, they embarked on a perilous retreat, navigating treacherous roads and evading relentless American pursuit. Trapped within the confines of the Falaise pocket, they fought ferociously, seeking an escape from impending defeat. Within the division, small combat groups fought desperately for survival, engaging in fierce firefights and daring breakout attempts. The resounding roar of tanks and the crackle of machine gun fire marked their clashes with the relentless American pursuers. Finally, after enduring unimaginable hardship and staggering losses, the 17th SS Division managed to break free from their relentless foes. The survivors emerged battered and weary, forever marked by the trials they had endured in the crucible of battle. In November, the division found itself caught in a relentless battle. Weary and battered, the soldiers were relocated to the 8th SS Corps for a chance to regroup. They retreated from the front lines, burdened by losses. Near Falcon Mall, close to the Maginot Line, the division sought to rebuild its strength. The German forces clung to the east bank of the Madenbar River, determined not to yield. In December, the division launched an offensive, known as Operation North Wind, in the Sabuchin Safari sector. Despite their efforts, the U.S. First Army successfully halted all attacks. The operation concluded on January 5, 1945. After the setback of Operation Northwind, the division was temporarily removed from active duty and placed in reserve on March 15th. However, fate had other plans in store. On that very same day, the division was swiftly redeployed to launch an offensive near Utterweiler, bolstered by 9 Stug assault guns. The battlefield trembled as the division clashed with the American forces from the 3rd Infantry Division and their attached units. In a fierce exchange, 7 Stug assault guns and 4 flak anti-aircraft guns fell prey to the relentless assault of the Americans. Undeterred, 2 days later, the division stood firm, defending Kaiserlautern against the relentless advance of the American 7th Army. Gradually, they tactically withdrew across secondary roads, seeking refuge behind the formidable West Wall defenses. Yet, their determination kept them on the western side of the Rhine, fiercely defending Landau and Neustadt. However, as the tides of war shifted, the division's position became untenable. On the 17th, the 17th SS was forced to evacuate across the Rhine, swiftly transported northward to the front near Necka, as they braced themselves for the next harrowing chapter of the conflict. March 30th saw the division assuming defensive positions in the rugged Odenwald region, north of Necka. In the days that followed, it clashed fiercely with the U.S. 10th Tank Division along the Necka, engaging in a protracted battle that raged until April 11th. However, the relentless onslaught of the American 3rd and 45th Infantry Divisions shattered the division's defenses, forcing them to disengage and retreat towards Nuremberg. Realizing the urgency of the situation, the division swiftly moved to fill the widening gap between the American 1st and 7th Armies, steadfastly preparing to defend the historic city of Nuremberg. April 16th marked the commencement of the American attack on Nuremberg. Against massive odds, the soldiers of the 17th SS Division held their ground with determination, fiercely resisting the enemy for less than a week. With very fierce combat on both sides, some of the fighting was even house to house within Nuremberg. However, the weight of the assault proved too much to bear, and on April 21st, the division reluctantly began a strategic retreat, their resistance waning as they headed in the direction of the majestic Alps. With little significant resistance offered, the division continued its retreat until May 7th. When faced with the inevitability of defeat, it finally surrendered to the advancing American forces at Agenais in Bavaria. Approximately 200 SS Grenadiers from the I Battalion, 38th SS Regiment of Division Gotz von Berlichingen, fell into the hands of the 42nd Infantry Division, US, and faced a horrifying fate. For years, the truth about what happened to these men remained shrouded in mystery. Witnesses who could shed light on their fate remained silent. It wasn't until after the war, when some citizens of a nearby city directed Red Cross officials, that the chilling truth began to unfold. A mass grave was discovered just west of the city, containing the bodies of the 200 fallen soldiers, all wearing Waffen-SS uniforms. Shockingly, these men had been left unidentified, their presence and circumstances ignored. It wasn't until 1976 that the remains of one of the corpses, later identified as SS Hauptsturmführer Kukula, the commander of I Battalion, SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 38, provided a breakthrough. Autopsies on the other bodies revealed a horrifying truth. Many of the men had been brutally beaten to death with blunt instruments, possibly rifle butts. The evidence pointed to a massacre, as most victims had been shot at close range. This tragic event serves as a haunting reminder of the horrors of war and the dark deeds that can unfold in its midst. The long silence surrounding the fate of these grenadiers has finally been shattered, shedding light on the grim reality they faced. In war, there are many bad acts from everyone. War is never just one-sided. War is horrid. It is full of merciless death. But for others, after the surrender, the 17th SS Division's members became prisoners of war under American custody. Disarmed, they were placed in various camps until their release. The division was dissolved, and its soldiers faced interrogations to assess their roles in the war. Some faced legal repercussions for war crimes. The division's end marked the start of diverse paths for its former members, with some reintegrating into civilian life while others faced legal consequences. The post-surrender experiences varied widely among individuals. As we delve into the pages of history, it is important to remember the sacrifices made by those who fought on both sides. The stories we uncover serve as reminders of the devastating consequences of war and the courage displayed by individuals caught in its grip, no matter the side. They are all young men. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the historical accounts of the 17th SS Division. We have explored their battles, their struggles, and the dramatic events that shaped their story on the Western Front. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into the experiences of the 17th SS Division, shedding light on their triumphs and tribulations. By understanding the past, we strive to learn from it and ensure that such conflicts remain a distant memory. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, History at War, for more captivating explorations of historical events and remarkable stories from the past. Thank you once again for being part of our journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the annals of history.